with a cracker. Hi guys, and welcome back to United Star. Today we have some new faces with us. We have Abhinav, who is one of our own subscribers, and we have Ulfat joining us from NUSC Kerala. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Let's not waste any time, guys. The quarterfinals is here. United have made it through, but guys, I'm still in a little bit of confusion. I'm not sure what Ole is going for because in a game in which he should have experimented a bit more, since we were up 5 on aggregate, he ended up bringing on his key players to win the game. So what I'm trying to understand over here is what's Ole's outlook towards this tournament. Ulfat, what do you think? What is Ole trying to go for over here?
To be honest, like you said, even I was quite surprised with the lineup. We all thought there would be some more experiments, but that didn't happen. But then I wouldn't mind as long as we are progressing to the next round, and the next few fixtures are anyway quite it's tough. So we have to see how he takes those games about the approach and the experiments. It's because those are tricky games anyway. So let's see how he does.
Abhinav, the format has changed. There's now only one leg.
Hmm.
So do you think it's the right time to experiment, or do you think we should just go for it?
Go for it. I mean, I would say a trophy is a trophy. And the Europa League. I mean, it may not be a Champions League or something like that, but it's still worth its weight in gold. And winning a trophy can completely change the outlook of an entire club. It can completely flick on an invisible switch that United have probably been missing for quite a few seasons now. So I think Ole needs to just go for it. And I think yesterday's team selection was an indication that he does not want to take this tournament as a joke. Now he wants to go and win it, and he realizes he has a chance to win this with this side. He has a chance to win it. So I think he's going all in for it. So it's okay. It was a decent team selection, I think, in that regard.
Let's not forget we also get extra money for winning this tournament. But Priyan, what do you make
Yes.
Oh
of the
yes, yes.
team? You had predicted this lineup, almost the correct lineup. But what do you make of the substitutions? I was a little surprised to see him bring on the likes of Pogba for such a what I wouldn't want to disrespect the team, but was a pretty insignificant game in my opinion.
Yeah, not only an insignificant game. I mean, we were 5-0 up at home. There was no way we were losing more than 5 goals to. I mean, no disrespect to them, but still, yeah. But I think lineup wise, the only inclusion which shocked me was Maguire. I think he deserves a break. He's played every minute of the Premier League, but he was put into the squad. I think Laird could have played. They didn't take him. He wasn't in the squad. I don't know why. Even the substitutions, I think, I don't know. I think Ole is playing it safe. I don't know for what. I think he didn't want to lose to a team of this stature at home or what. I don't know what his mentality was. But I mean, and from now I see him, I think, playing a very strong squad in the upcoming games. Since, as you said, it's a one leg game now, I don't think he can afford to take a risk. And a trophy would be very important for the squad right now because we've seen progress, but I think a trophy would sort of cement the progress. It would say that you have something to show for that your team is progressing.
I completely agree with you. I think a loss at this time would be really bad for the team's mentality. I think we're on a good run. I think we should let that continue, especially considering that it's going to be only one leg. But Ulfa, that brings me to my second question, which is, let's face it, our second squad, which was a squad that Ole started with, uh, I personally believe there's just no quality in it. But what do you think? Do you think they need time and that there was too much pressure on them, or do you think it's just a class apart?
Well, we started with pretty much the same lineup for a few games, consecutive games. So suddenly a change is, uh, you never know. It's hard to say that the second team is not that strong. But going forward, we'll have to see. Maybe I'm expecting still a few changes, not with the same lineup like before. But to start with, maybe De Gea comes back. I'm not sure everyone agrees with that, but like Abhinav said, we have to go for it because we did have a good season, quite a decent season. At the beginning, if we thought we will get a top three finish, I don't think most of us would have agreed that. But we did get it. We got home and away wins against Man City. So it's such a big thing against Chelsea. It's all massive games, and we've turned out the better side there. So this will be the perfect icing on the cake, like you can say, a trophy. And even morale boost for all the players, and hopefully we can start the new season in the best way.
Priyan, the likes of Mata and Lingard, they've got a lot to prove. So, considering their average performance in the last game, do you agree with me that you think it's just a class apart difference, or do you think they've been rusty and they need some time to get back? What's your opinion on this?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both. I really think they are a class apart compared to Bruno and even Mason Greenwood right now, because and it's probably down to the fact that they haven't played too much and they're probably rusty. And I think it's a lack of confidence. Jesse Lingard's had it from the football fraternity throughout the year. Although he's gone through so much personally, I think he's been bashed around, and so it kind of plays on your mental state. So I'm happy he got the goal. I think he really needed that, and hopefully they sort of. I mean, they have to take it up. It's up to themselves to prove that they are fit for United. I think Mata probably could be on his last season for United now. So I think he also deserves sort of going out of the bank. So I think he has to prove it. But
I think that's the same for Jesse Lingard. I think this probably could be his last stint at United. But anyways, Abhinav, in the past few weeks, we've seen a lot of youngsters leave the team. Today, we saw Tahith Chong leave on a loan. We saw Angel Gomez completely leave his contract.
Linked to a loan, I think. He's been linked to a spell, right?
Yeah, Werder Bremen.
Yeah, and we've also seen poor performances from the likes of Williams and Scott McTominay, who personally I'm a big fan of. So, what do you make of this? Do you think there's too much pressure on our youth, or do you think Bruno and Pogba have just changed the way that United are perceived now?
I think it's probably a mixture of both, but more the latter, that Bruno and Pogba have completely changed the perspectives of United fans. The thing is, with McTominay and Williams, I think it's a part. It's like the part of a young footballer breaking through the system and the ups and downs, the crests and troughs of football of footballing season. I think they'll have to go through it, and I think that's natural. I think for them, because for Williams, it's the first season of absolute senior team football. So and he's just 19 or 20 years old, so he's really quite young. So it'll happen. He'll go through those peaks and troughs of football, but it's good. I mean, he looked pretty decent yesterday. McTominay also looked. McTominay played a McTominay-like game, reasonably solid, no frills, attached game, which is the good thing about him. He does not have. He plays a simple game, so it is a good performance. And about youngsters, I think it's for Tahith Chong. I think the fact that they signed him up, he's agreed on a new contract. It essentially was meaning that Ole, somewhere it would have been clear that Ole would have told him that you're heading out for a loan spell now, so that you get proper, you will get the minutes that you need to develop yourself as a player. So, and right now, I don't think there's a better place for a youngster to go and learn football than the Bundesliga right now at the top level. So, it's a good thing that if the Werder Bremen interest does fructify into something, I think Chong would be able to do quite well over there.
Ulfat, what are your expectations for the game? We would love to hear a lineup. Does Scott McTominay make it?
It's sad to say, but no, he won't make it. I'll go with the same lineup, which was very successful in the last few PL games which we played, with 4 at the back, but not Shaw. It should be Brandon in the left back, and the same centre back pair. And so ahead of that will be Pogba and
Matic.
Hello. Yeah, Matic. I'm sorry. So Greenwood, Bruno, Rashford, Martial should be the same. I'm guessing, because we have to go for it. This is not the time anyway to take risks. The yesterday's game was like we said, it's the second leg, and we were leading 4-0 in the first leg, so it's okay to take risks. But the next I'm guessing we'll go for the best lineup that worked for us anyway in the last few games.
And what's your prediction for the game? What are you expecting?
It should be tough. I haven't been following Copenhagen much, so I don't know how exactly they play. They press a lot, I heard. So it should be tough. It won't be an easy game, but I'll go for a 2-1. It's hard to say. I'll just go for a 2-1.
Priyan, do you agree with him? Do you think we should go for this big squad, or do you think we should change a few
Yeah,
things? And
I don't think we should play that strong of a squad again. I think Rashford has to be just given the whatever off. He shouldn't be allowed to play anymore because he's had a broken back. I think Martial should come in for Igalo, and otherwise we could play with the same lineup. I would also like to see. I think uh, Laird play instead of Mengi or even Bai. I think he deserves a chance. And prediction wise, I think we could go for a 3-0. Pointing out that Copenhagen have Guillermo, what is that guy's name? The
Varela, yeah,
Guillermo
the
Varela,
ex-United
Guillermo
player.
Varela.
Yep.
and he provided I think Rashford the assist for the goal against
For the first goal.
his
Yeah.
first Premier League goal. So I think I'm going to give
Yeah.
him credit for that, but like I think it's going to be a comfortable 3-0 win.
Abhinav, what are you expecting from this game?
It'll be a strong. I'll go with the lineup that Ulfat suggested. It'll be a strong lineup because it's now one leg ties. You cannot, and it's on any day. Any team may just take clip your wings, and you may not have a second go at them. So it's important that we play the strongest lineup. So De Gea starts back in goal. Van Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire with Brandon Williams. Matic, Pogba, Mason, Bruno, Rashford, and Martial up front, and because Copenhagen, I know that it's managed by Ståle Solbakken, who himself is another Norwegian guy, I think would have interacted with Solskjaer on quite a few occasions. And plus they play, they're physically quite an imposing team. They have quite a few of those 6 foot 6'2", 6'3" strikers who are quite muscular, and also they'll provide a physical game and they'll press quite high, like Rayan said. I think it'll be a 2, but I think our quality with the first team that we'll put out, I think it'll be there'll be a wide gulf in quality. So I'll say comfortable enough 2-0.
I
also
personally
like
believe.
to point out. I think. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Priyan. It's fine.
Yeah, I'd like to point out. I think if it wasn't for such a crisis that we are in right now with the COVID and all, I think I would have gone for a very strong lineup and play and put out a team like these two said. But I think we don't have too much of a break going into the new Premier League season. And since since Champions League is already assured, I would much prefer to have a refreshed squad for the new Premier League season than to have even a Europa League trophy. I mean, I don't know how many would agree with that, but I would prefer to start off fresh up. So I think I would.
I'm somewhere in the middle. I think he's going to play a strong squad, but he's definitely going to make a few tweaks and changes. I think he's going to give opportunities to Lingard and Mata to either cement themselves or get a good price for themselves when they leave at the end of the season. Also, let's not forget that since we don't have a summer break this season, the players will really have to use these few games to, be fit and ensure that they are ready for the Premier League again. But anyways, guys, I agree as well. I think we're going to win this game. But I personally think it's going to be a 2-1. I think we're going to go goal down before we wake up, like how United are. And then we're going to absolutely slaughter them on the press. But anyways, guys, I think we all agree that United are going to win this. I think our road to the finals is confirmed in my opinion. We aren't going to face such tough teams.
Sorry to break in. I think with Priyan's point about the lineup, I think he does have a point that because of the COVID, that our schedules have been thrown out of gear. But what's also important that to see the draw for the he mentioned about the Champions League, we also need to look at the Champions League draw that we get. The Europa League winner is seeded into pot 1,
right.
And if you're into pot 1, then you get then you have greater chances of avoiding a lot of the big hitters early. So
That's a good point.
that would so for that reason as well, United need to try and win the Europa League so that they have a much easier road through in the group stage, because otherwise we could be facing, like, I mean, we could be drawn up against the likes of a Real Madrid or a Bayern Munich and all, and in the group stage, and that essentially is an invitation to slaughter. So we cannot take that. Unfortunately, it's an invitation to slaughter, and we cannot take chances like that. So I think United they have to go for the trophy, because it also ensures that they get a much easier draw to face in the Champions League group stage.
You know, that's a very valid point. I think we all unanimously agree over here that United are going to win. And finals, I think we're going to make it for sure. You heard it from us, guys. We would love to know what your expectations are in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys for joining us.